Hello and welcome to the Narc Alert, the channel where we look at YouTubers and others to see if they demonstrate any traits that fall within the spectrum of narcissistic personality disorder or NPD. These videos are for fun and entertainment purposes only, strictly my opinion, and remember, please don't send any snark to our possible narcs. So key points to remember: messy fun and not a diagnosis. Welcome back, my lovely alerts. How nice it is for us to meet again. In this video, we're going to do something a little special. It's the end of the year, and we're going to have a year-end retrospective look at Amberlynn's year. I'm going to divide it into 4 parts. So we'll look at the 4 seasons of Amber's 2021. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at January, February, and March.
Hey guys, so welcome to my first weigh-in of 2021. So this weigh-in is going to be short, simple, straight to the point. So just a reminder real quick though, Mondays I upload a weekly vlog that I film Monday through Sunday. Then on Wednesdays we're going to have a weigh-in video / weight loss topic, maybe talk about how I'm doing, things like that. And then Fridays will always be a food video, whether it be a eat with me or I show what I ate in the day. So that is my YouTube schedule as of right now, and it's been going pretty good. So the first thing I want to talk about is how much weight I want to lose in 2021. I always set goals for myself and never succeed in them, but there's always at one point when you might actually succeed.
Starting the year off with taking no responsibility for her potential weight loss, she states, at some point, you might actually succeed.
So I don't want to stop myself from setting a goal, whether I fail or I don't. And instead of saying I'm going to try losing this amount of weight, I want to say I am going to lose this amount of weight. So how much weight I am going to be losing this year, my goal is 100 pounds, you know? That's literally 2 pounds a week. When you say it like that, it doesn't sound so hard, especially someone my size. But then when you say it as a whole, it's like, okay, 100 pounds in a year, whoa, that's a lot. But I feel like deep down, I could do this. I have to do this, and I have to succeed in this for way more reasons than one. So the next thing I want to talk about is what I'm going to be doing to lose weight. As you guys know, if you've been following me for a long time, you guys know that I bounce back and forth between diets, and I have done literally every diet you can think of, like calories. I've tried being vegan, vegetarian, intuitive eating, Optavia, which don't try that, just don't. I have downloaded different apps, Noom, Carb Counter, MyFitnessPal, Lose It. Like, I have done literally everything.
Amber enjoys the trappings of weight loss, the journals, the watches and charts, the appearance of doing the work without actually doing the work. She has paid for a great deal of weight loss aids. I do not think buying a few Fitbits is the same as doing the program.
And for me, out of everything that I have done, which I have said this before, out of everything I've done, what I chose to do for now is what makes me feel the best. So as you guys know, I did stop doing Jenny Craig, and it's because I went to Gatlinburg and I didn't want to bring my food. I just didn't. I didn't want to bring my Jenny Craig food. And when I fell off then, I wasn't able to get back on. It's just one of those things where once I have like a cheat meal, or, you know, I stop following plan for a day, I spiral out of control and I like can't find myself. So that is the reason why I quit Jenny Craig. There was no like rhyme or reason, no tea. It was literally because I went to Gatlinburg and I just spiraled out.
If you lose control and mess things up, when you see things clearly, you can still take responsibility for your actions. She chose to not bring her foods with her when she was in full control.
So Jenny Craig makes me feel the best. I eat the healthiest on it. You know, everything is just planned out for me, and the only thing that I need to do really is just follow the plan and the weight should just fall off. So my weigh-in today, I was 526.8. So every Wednesday I'm going to weigh myself and tell you guys how that goes. And I am hoping this week I really would like to lose about 8 pounds or more. So with my goal of losing 100 pounds this year, that means hopefully in a year, I weigh 426.8. And you know what? No, not hopefully, it's going to happen. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys are having a good new year. I know a lot is going on right now, and I know there's a lot of people who are super anxious and scared and confused, and I get that because I am literally feeling the same way. Hey guys, so welcome to a new video. So my shirt says, I'm so bored, Betsy Johnson, but I promise I'm not. So in this video, I have 77 rumors or assumptions. So we have a lot of talking to do. I'm gonna try to get through these as fast as possible. So if you guys are watching this and you're just automatically gonna call me a liar, then move on. Everything that I'm saying in this video is 100% truth, and you can believe what you want.
People with traits of NPD tend to lie often. They will often tell a lie under a partial truth. It leaves the listener confused because it sounds true, but feels somehow wrong.
I don't mean that in like a mean way. It's just really hard for me to come on video, you know, talk about my life and confess things and talk about things, and like people just assume that I'm not telling the truth. So the first one is, you are tired all the time. No, I wouldn't say that I'm tired all the time. I do feel like sluggish, but high. My vitamin D is like almost in the negatives.
Of course, the statement, "you're tired all the time," is wrong, despite how many times she's told her viewers how tired she is when confronted with it. No, that's not true. She's a little sluggish, and she has a good reason for it. A distinction without a difference.
You don't like the engagement ring Becky got you. 100% false. I actually picked them out myself. The thing was, skirt, let's rewind here. 2 years ago on the willy-nilly, I sent her these 2 engagement rings that I absolutely love, and I wasn't thinking anything of it. The fact that she got me the exact ones that I asked for and that she saved that for that long is like goals. Even if she didn't get the ones I picked out, I would love whatever she picked out, because it's like, it's the meaning behind it. And I feel like a lot of people keep focusing on the size of the rock, the price of the rock, how it looks, who bought it, and it's so stupid. It's the thought behind it.
It is hard to give gifts to narcissists. You never get the right thing. Becky got her the exact ring she requested, and she still went out and bought a second, nearly identical ring. No one's tastes are equal to the special and unique narcissist.
You think you know better than professionals? No, I just know that every said professional in different stages of their work says different things. A weight loss surgeon will say something different than a dietitian will say something different than a nutritionist will say something different than a weight loss doctor. The list can go on. So it is hard to focus in and listen to one of them when they all say something different.
People with NPD will employ the deny, rewrite technique to escape responsibility. These disciplines have different approaches because they treat different areas of weight loss. She has stated she knows better than the professionals and tells her audience this often.
You didn't understand what the protocol for Patreon really was when you started it. No, I completely understand what the protocol was, but deep down, I felt in my gut that I was making a bad choice, but I still wanted to do it because so many people request to see my poetry and read my writing. And I feel like it would be not as easy for the haters to find my writing if I had people pay for it. And you guys, I'm on social media. This is my job. A lot of people have Patreon. A lot of people sell their poetry. So I kind of just like put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, oh, this could be good for me. But then when I realized my gut was telling me no, that I should keep my writing kind of private, I just canceled it.
No one can really say why she canceled her Patreon. It is odd, though, if she wants to keep her writings private, that she's now talking about publishing a poetry book, a huge novel, and a self-guided journal.
You want to create content, but all the hate holds you back. Yes, there's a lot of content I want to create, but I just feel very like I'm stuck in this little box and I'm trying to, you know, dig my way out. It's just really hard because I feel like people expect me to be a certain Amberlynn because this is how I started my channel, but yet everyone changes their channel eventually. And I just feel like with the following that I have and the following that certain people have, I'm not going to say anything. If I'm not, or they're not changing their channel for ways that'll benefit them and their entertainment, then people get upset about it.
This sounds like word salad. She says she wants to be more creative and she's starting to change her channel. She also says if she does change, it won't work because people will get upset about it as they have an expectation of how she should act.
You love taking selfies if there's a filter on because I hate how I look. You enjoy the negative attention. No, not in the way that you guys probably think. It's like sometimes I appreciate it because it keeps the ball rolling, but I don't like the negative attention where people make up shit. Like that's the part where I'm just like, okay, we need to slow down for a second, because by making up stuff, my literal reputation on YouTube is created by a bunch of people who hate me. And it's like, for a while there, I was like, oh my God, am I crazy? Like, am I this? Am I these ways that people make me seem to be? But then everyone in my real life is like, Amberlynn, no. We know the real you. Calm down. It's okay.
But I just wanted to hop on here and tell you guys that it is Thanksgiving. I am spending Thanksgiving alone.
If it wasn't for the people in my real life, I probably would be going more crazy than I'm already going. You can't properly clean yourself after using the bathroom. Doesn't seem scientifically possible, this person said. Well, you're not a scientist. Yes, I can clean myself properly after using the restroom while showering. Why does every fat person get pinned under the same crap that we all just can't wash ourselves? That's not how it goes. Some of us are more flexible.
We are not addressing the can she or can't she debate here. Just interesting to note the habit of the narcissist to feel better or different than others. She is not like other women her size.
Becky and you will both keep your names after the wedding. No. We have talked a little bit about this. No matter what, we both will have the same last name. We just don't know who's gonna take whose, if we're gonna hyphenate, like create our own last name. We don't know that yet, but we both will. It'll end up being the same last name. I've explained this to Becky and I've talked about it with like my friends and stuff, but Becky and I really did just feel like roommates for like the last 2 years. I'm not gonna lie. So you are incredibly emotionally strong. Love seeing your content. Thank you. And yes, I feel like I am very strong. And don't get me wrong, I break down. I'm mentally unstable a lot of the time. I cry, but I have some thick skin, and it's because of my past and it's because of the hate I receive online. I used to hate the saying, what doesn't kill you makes you strong. I used to hate it. I hate it. But I finally get it. The more that you are punched and the more that you are slapped and kicked while you're down, for me, the easier it is for me to stand back up. It's like, I know that if I didn't experience what I've experienced in the past, and if I didn't experience what I'm experiencing now, any little thing, like a drop of a hat, would literally make me feel crazy. But it's like, it takes a lot to make me feel crazy now. I say crazy for the lack of a better word, but what I'm trying to say is, like, long story short, all the BS that I've dealt with and am currently dealing with has made me a strong bitch.
There is no one held in higher esteem, more admired and loved than a narcissist talking about themselves.
You put makeup on your knuckles to hide it. You know what? Let's put makeup on my knuckles. So people were saying I put concealer on my knuckles. So let me get some concealer. I never in my life would have ever thought of doing something like that. Is this good for you? So, do I use a makeup brush for this? I don't even know. Oh my god, I'm getting it all over. Hold on. Okay. What? Ooh, crusty. That's y'all, that's crusty. I thought you guys came up with a really good idea, but I've realized it's not. Yes, I put makeup on my knuckles to hide it. To hide what exactly? My diabetes.
She really thinks she did something there. This performance is to show the people accusing her of hiding her dark knuckles how she is much smarter and funnier. Sadly, it comes off as snide and highly triggered, and leaves the viewer thinking, maybe she does.
So now we're gonna have that the whole time. That's unfortunate. You doctor shop. No, I just know when something's wrong, and you're allowed to get a second opinion, and you're allowed to get a third opinion. And if you have to, you're allowed to get a fourth opinion.
This is deny rewrite being used again. She says no, she doesn't doctor shop, and then literally defines doctor shopping.
Every single time that I have felt within my soul that something was wrong with my body, I've been right. Your I'm engaged video was so sad because you ain't actually happy. I seemed sad in that video? I'm very happy to be engaged to Becky and knowing one day she's gonna be my wife. It makes me, I get butterflies in my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna cry. I get super emotional. This warm, fuzzy feeling just like elopes my whole body. I'm sorry that I portray that differently online. If only you guys would have been there when she proposed, you guys. I cried and I laughed because how she did it was so cute and so Becky, and I am very happy to be getting married to her, and I hate that people think otherwise. Becky and I really did just feel like roommates for like the last 2 years, I'm not gonna lie. So you weigh 600 pounds again. No, I've never been any higher than 572.4. It's disrespectful towards the viewers who care about you, highly unfair towards them. I disagree. I'm disrespectful to the people who are disrespectful to me. And if you feel like I'm being disrespectful towards you when you've done nothing but support me, that means I think that you are taking what I'm saying when you shouldn't be. People who should be listening to my disrespectful words and my bitchiness is the people who have been rude to me and lie about me, spread rumors, who fat shame. Those are the people I am disrespectful to. But the people who are kind, patient, understanding supporters, I don't ever mean any harm towards you guys, ever, because I appreciate you guys so much.
This is the partial truth under a lie. I'm sure she does appreciate her loyal fans who praise her constantly. But she lashes out at her audience frequently and doesn't differentiate, so everyone is offended.
The Nikocado videos hurt your feelings. He did go a little far, not gonna lie. Yes, my feelings were hurt. I don't want to admit this, but I did cry. Emotional. I guess when I consider people friends, I might be a little too like friendly in that regard.
People with NPD have very surface-level relationships with people. Someone is not your friend because you have exchanged a few emails.
Maybe him and I weren't friends. We didn't talk a lot. Like, we hadn't talked in a while. Settling for Becky. No. I feel like she's fucking out of my league. I feel like she's settling with me. So that was the last one. I feel like I was a little woo in this video, but it's like sometimes you gotta be a little woo for people to listen to you.
She is speaking truth. Narcissists always have to make things dramatic or bigger. They use dramatic, catastrophic language. This could be from the deep-seated insecurity and thinking that the simple truth isn't important enough for others to pay attention.
Plus, I'm just like in a good mood, and when I'm in a good mood, like I get a little woo! Hey guys, so welcome to day 0 of a new series, and I am so excited. So hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Amberlynn Reed. I have been on a weight loss journey literally since I was 11 years old, and I have done nothing but lose and gain the same
like 100 pounds repeatedly, and I reached my highest weight of 572.4, and I was able to lose almost 100 pounds recently, and I ended up gaining a ton, and now I'm sitting here around 550, and I feel miserable. I feel horrible. I am ashamed. I'm disgusted. I'm embarrassed. I repeatedly do the same cycle over and over, and I am literally a 30-year-old who is just trying to figure this out. I suffer with a lot of things that is preventing me from being successful, and I happen to just be one of the rare few actually documenting this super morbidly obese reality.
So we start March in full victim mode. She has so many things that prevent her from weight loss. She is remiss in mentioning more than one weight loss doctor has told her she needs therapy. She does let us know how rare and special she is, though.
So this series is called Curvy Calories, and I know I've done something like this before, and I literally only lasted a couple days, but there's something different inside of me versus the last time I did it. I feel more desperate to be successful and to save my life and to become healthier. If you guys have been watching me, last year in the summer, I got diagnosed with uterine cancer, and literally a couple months later, I had a full hysterectomy. That was a whirlwind of fear, surreal fear that I never thought that I would have. And I thought it was my rock bottom. And sadly, it wasn't. Who knows? Maybe it was, and I just don't know it yet. Sometimes it takes a while to hit a rock bottom and process that it was the rock bottom that you hit. I've just been through so much in my life. I continuously and constantly, I'm just like, what could happen next?
She takes so little responsibility for her own life. She speaks of living as something that happens to her. Of course, no one can control illness or many fates, but you can make steps to shape a positive destiny for yourself.
What can I do to better my life and conquer all these health battles, whether they be physically or mentally? Welcome to Curvy Calories, where for 100 days straight, I want to come on here and I want to weigh myself, and I want to talk about my journey. I want to show what I'm eating. I literally fail at everything I start, and that's just how it is for someone with my brain. I literally feel like I am constantly fighting with myself. It is a 24-hour, 24/7, 7 days a week chore just being myself. It's like I have a devil and an angel on my shoulder, and the devil is just constantly winning, and it's almost like it fights harder than the angel does.
It is part of the human condition to have opposing thoughts on occasion, to have good and bad voices. She, however, takes no responsibility as usual. It is the angel and the devil, and she has no say in the outcome.
So I know the big question is like, okay, well, which diet are you going to be on? You failed at Jenny Craig. You've failed at Weight Watchers 1,000 times. You've done the calories. You've done the intuitive eating. You've done all this stuff. And I know there's people out there who are like, oh my God, I hope she does keto. I hope she does low carb. I hope she does veganism. Like, I know everyone has their specific diet that works for them, and I totally get it. But I want to do what really works scientifically. Calories in, calories out. Super simple. You eat less calories than you normally would. So I'm not going to sit here and give weight loss advice or anything like that, but you can figure out how many calories you need to lose weight. But when I do my TDEE, it says that I can lose weight eating like 3,500 calories, and I promise you, I cannot lose weight eating that many calories. I've tried before because I was like, 3,500 calories is a lot. Let's get it. But girl, no, I promise you, I do not lose weight eating that many calories. That is absolutely unbelievable and false.
It is not false. It is math. If she wasn't losing at that rate a day, she wasn't sticking to the prescribed number of calories. Of course, her body is unique.
I think every body is different, and it's obvious that when you calculate your TDEE, it's going to show you eat less calories than you normally eat. But I thoroughly believe that everyone's metabolic rate and everyone's metabolism is completely different. And I feel like with people my size, it's a little bit harder to figure out, okay, what's the most this person can eat while still losing weight. But the thing is, I don't want to do that. I want to stick to a pretty low calorie limit.
She has already told us she fails at everything she tries. She never tries things the right way. She sets herself up to fail. It is as if she has so little faith in herself. She's giving herself an excuse to fail before she begins.
I'm going to try to aim for around 1,800. Preferably, I don't want to go over 1,800. I already know it's going to cause me tons of anxiety. I'm going to become overwhelmed. I'm going to want to binge. I'm going to want to order all the takeout in the world. But it's like, I can't sit back and just be like, okay, well, I'm not going to do it because, you know, it might cause me to binge. Because at this point, everything, capital everything in lights causes me to binge. I don't want to die young, but more than anything, I don't want to leave Becky alone. I don't want to leave my mom alone. You know, people's children aren't supposed to die first, and I know that would break her heart into a million pieces. I don't want to leave my fur babies wondering, where's my mom? It's a very emotional topic, and it's a topic I don't like to discuss because this isn't about anything other than me saving my life.
She isn't crying about how hard it is or how she has to save her life. She is crying at the thought of how empty everyone's lives will be without her.
And it's the craziest thing that the very thing that's gonna save my life is simply just counting calories, simply just eating less calories than I normally would eat. Why is that so hard for me? I really hope that these 100 days, I will learn and teach myself how to cope without food. Truly, if you set your mind to something and you use every strength that you have inside of you, I feel like you can conquer your dreams in 100 days. 100 days of working on myself mentally and physically and building a better relationship with food. I can possibly gain years of my life just because I decided to dedicate 100 days to empowering myself and being as determined as I can to focus on one thing. Me.
Oh, well, that's nice. Amber's going to concentrate on herself for a change. Fingers crossed her 100 days proves nothing but successful. I guess we'll find out in the next video. Amberlynn's Spring 2021. We will premiere that next week. Until then, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to be kind and hasta luego.